8 months ago, I purchased my dream supercar, a McLaren 720s, for a fraction of the cost.
I walked out paying $79,759.
But there's a reason it was so cheap. It's wrecked. And it turns out the damage was a little worse than I was expecting.
A lot of broken stuff here.
Which resulted to me having to pull the whole car apart. And after waiting months for my new parts to arrive, we can now assemble the car.
Driver door internal release. I don't care. No way!
And that leads us to today's episode.
Oh my goodness. Now, as the car sits, it looks nothing like a completed car, but by the end of today's video, it's gonna be done. Now, we've had our fun in the past few videos, one driving this car around as a bare 720, and then most recently, we did install our full grill exhaust system, our catless downpipes, our whole cat-free system. It sounds amazing, but the fun's over. Now this is time for all of the grueling work. I'm expecting probably 200-ish hours of all the body work and everything needed to transform this car. And joining the party this episode, we got my good friend Val. Can I have one?
Burger King?
Nothing like 9 a.m. French fries.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big job. Lots of sanding.
So much sanding.
And to start things off, before we can paint, we have to go through and completely disassemble every square inch of this car.
Boom.
And before I could even start sanding, I had to go through and remove every square inch of PPF, piece after piece after piece. Every trim panel, every badge, every sticker, everything has to go. And now we can begin the fun stuff of sanding for days and days, with some parts being a lot easier than others. And then you have some parts that take days on their own.
Now, as we sit today, we have no way of actually painting everything. Now, I've gone through the past countless hours getting everything ready for paint, but it turns out getting paint from McLaren is a lot harder than it may seem.
So we made a stop at my boys at Auto Paint Plus.
Momentarily, we're gonna get the 2 samples, maybe a few more, depending on what other colors they have here. And then while we're here, there is a bunch of stuff that we need to grab: sandpaper, sealer, reducer, wax and grease remover, everything to get this car painted.
And they let us in the back room where they mixed our 2 paint samples, McLaren orange and Ventura orange.
Are you ready to tell me the damage?
I'm always ready to tell you the damage. Let's see, 17, 23, 14.
And now back at my shop, it's time to decide what color I'm painting my 720, and to do so, we're testing out my 2 stock fenders.
And now we have the Ventura orange all loaded up. Just got done finishing McLaren orange. We're gonna go ahead and do our sample sheet, because it's always nice to have a little memory of what we're doing. I have a feeling this is the color that we're gonna end up painting the car. So we're gonna go ahead and get this sprayed out and then hit this fender. So much better. I'm looking for like just a deep, rich is a perfect wording for it. And this is just our base. We have our mid, which is gonna bring like all the pearl into it, and then our clear coat, which is gonna even make it pop more. Here's a difference already. The Ventura.
It's kind of close.
Orange. It is kind of close, but it's gonna change quite a bit.
There you go.
That looks so much better than the other one. And we have Val spraying our mid coat here. Oh, wow. Wow. Camera's probably not gonna pick that up, but it has so much gold flake in it.
Yeah, and it's only 1 pass.
Wow.
That's the second pass.
That looks crazy.
Now we're stuck with 2 options, Ventura orange or McLaren orange.
What color do you like the most?
The dark one.
Do you know what it's called? What is it called?
Ventura orange.
Oh my goodness. Now, this has been a very drooling process to get to this point. We had so much body work we had to do on every type of material that exists damn near. Carbon, fiberglass, plastic, and aluminum. And today, hopefully, by the end of this video, you guys are gonna see the car completed, but hopefully very soon, we have a bright orange shop. Let's get suited up. Over a month's worth of work all comes down to the next few hours in the paint booth. When I'm in there and we're painting, we're not able to dilly-daggle. We have to be very quick. We have, 18 body panels that we need to spray. By the time the last panel is done, we're restarting in the cycle. The flash time is already gonna be done. So for the next several hours, we're gonna be just running around this whole shop, mixing paint, and yeah, and shooting?
Shooting paint.
Shooting paint, yes.
Is that the only thing you're gonna hold in your mouth?
Depends on how today goes. There's a cup in here, right? Yeah. Don't need to make that mistake twice. I'm shaking right now. I don't know if you can tell. Even pouring this. And now it's time for the most nerve-wracking part of this entire rebuild. Now, to start off this paint job, we're going through and laying down a product called sealer. This is the first coat in any paint job.
It looks good. Yeah.
Now, laying down sealer doesn't only just make all the parts one unison color, but it also seals any prior bodywork that's been done.
There you go. Remmy painting like professional.
And here we go. It is so hot in this suit. Both Val and I are profusely sweating, but our sealer's laid down. Look at this. The whole car is now unison, one color. Granted, this isn't any sort of actual paint. This is just the sealer, but it looks fantastic. So far, the paint's laying down amazing. No debris. The tactile in between each coat is most definitely a ginormous roll into that. This is so nerve-wracking, guys. If you guys ever find yourself rebuilding a car and completely changing the color of the car, not just repainting a car, but changing the color of it, you guys will know the struggle, the pain, the anxiety. This is also not just like a Honda Civic. Oddly enough, the first car I ever painted, my EG hatch, but this is a multi-six-figure car that we are just playing around with about $60,000+ in OEM panels. It's a very scary thing to potentially mess up. What do you think of the painting so far?
Everything goes really good. I
It's
like
going
how
good.
it's dirty.
Oh yeah, sorry, this camera, if the lens always looks bad, it's because the overspray is atrocious. The fans only do so much, but.
Remy was doing good. I like how he started painting.
You like it?
Yeah.
I can teach you a few things. This is now the only time you can kind of see what colors make up the Ventura orange. Gorgeous. I mean, obviously we have red, black, green, yellow. You see any other colors?
No, I don't.
There might be some other colors, but it looks absolutely gorgeous. Now, when we mix this up, it's obviously gonna be one flat color, but that is a gorgeous color. And now it's time to lay down our base paint of Ventura orange. And when it comes to painting, every additional coat gets scarier and scarier as the risk gets greater and greater of a mess up. Now, mess ups are inevitable, so if you do mess up painting, the best thing to do is just stay calm and keep going. Now, I was quite anxious as this was my second time painting a full car, and it happens to be a $250,000 car in a very expensive paint job. gotta say, the hardest part in this entire paint job is how angular this car is and making sure that every edge is hit perfectly. And throughout this paint job, you can often see me make pauses where I'm undecided where to hit next. But what I'm most happy about is my homemade paint booth seems to be working quite well. And well, I guess you could say this paint job has been quite dry. And here is our mid coat. It's pretty hard to tell, but it's like a pearl with a lot of gold and red flake. It's kind of impossible to show on a wooden spoon here, but you guys will sure see it when it gets laid down on the panel. Now, just got done wrapping up the mid coat, the pearl. I didn't film much because you can't tell anything different from just the regular base. If you look close enough, maybe you can get a hint of it. I promise you guys it's there. We're about to go ahead and spray on the clear coat, which is the finale to this incredibly long day. It is almost 7 o'clock p.m. It's been one day, but once the clear goes on, it's gonna bring all of the depth out of it, and you're gonna be able to see this flake and pearl like crazy. Clear coat time! And we've made it to the finale, the last step, clear coat, also the most nerve-wracking and difficult layer to hit. But here we go, getting all of the panels laid out. Now what makes clear coat so difficult is it is very difficult to see every pass to see if it's too wet or too dry, because the last thing we want to do is have dry spots or create runs.
Ooh. Shit. This is interesting. This is a very interesting color combo. And there we have it. The McLaren is finally painted. Now it's still very wet, so it is very hard to show you guys. We're exhausted. It's 8:30 p.m. yet again. The day started at 4:30 this morning. It's been a long day. And here we go. It is now the next morning. What do you think of it, love?
It's really cool.
Was this the right color?
Yes.
Now, I am extremely anxious. I'm still in my pajamas. I got a very good sleep last night. I was exhausted. Now, the next thing is, one, we need to make sure that all of these panels cure properly, and I don't get too anxious. Put this car together and end up chipping everything, as this paint is still very, very soft. Now it's dry, but doesn't mean I can't chip it, bend it, break it. It's still very, very brittle. It needs significant time to off gas. But my goodness, is this going to be insane on the road. Now, my new wheels haven't come yet, so I think in this video the reveal will be the car on the Huracan wheels, and then in the future video, probably right after that, we'll get the new insane wheels that are even pop more. But now what we need to do is go pick up my McLaren. I have not seen that car in a month and a half. It's been out of our friends over at Silver Star Automotive. They've been doing a little bit of work on it for us, getting the alignment all done and a few other miscellaneous things. So when this got finished, the car is ready to go back together. We have our AC now working on the McLaren. It's time to get this body on. And we have made it to Silver Star Automotive. You like the daily?
Oh, that's the daily.
Yeah.
Love it.
Now, while it's been here, Thomas has been doing a little bit of work on this car for me. I don't know if I mentioned, when I did the downpipes, I broke 2 of the turbo studs on the passenger side. He got all of that fixed up. The alignment is squared away. Yep. That was a hurdle. I feel like there was more. Did the AC. The AC was not functional before, but now we have our new radiator. and our used condenser, the AC all works, no leaks. Oh, I think it's like dead. No clicky. Aha! There we go. And no fuel. All right, hopefully we have enough fuel in the reserve here. I've not driven this car in so long, and then the next time I drive this car, it's gonna be a completed car with doors, so I don't have rocks flying in my face all day. This grill exhaust sounds so good too. All right, fuel hunt. Where are we at? Oh! Perfect timing. Very hard to do this one-handed when my filler neck is zip tied to my radiator support. But here we go. The last time I'm gonna be able to drive this car and stick my head out the window. No, that's actually not true. These doors go up. I can put the doors up when I'm driving and be a cocky douche. I can't wait for that. It's been so long since this car's been together.
It's my P1's a little different, so I don't know. I don't know how this 720.
I forgot I was broke.
Yeah. I'm not trying to talk down on you, but you know.
No, I get it. You made it in life. One day I'll get there.
Yeah.
God, I only have a 720.
Bro, you don't, dude, don't stress. You'll get there. Don't worry about it.
A stupid little Honda Civic too.
No, dude, it's like
I should just kill myself.
And now it's time to start bolting on all of the panels. And starting off with the doors, as the rest of the car is centered around the doors.
And just like that, after a little bit of struggle getting this lined up, we have the driver door on. Now I'm sure there's gonna be a few tweaks once we get all the panels on, but so far all the seals, everything looks to be good. I don't have the new moonroof glass for this car yet. I broke the one on the other door, and unfortunately from McLaren, it is $7,000 per side. And I'm not spending that right now, so I'm trying to find a used one. So for right now, we're not gonna have anything up here. But now, should we do the quarters? Now we have just dozens of bins just like this, dozens of bags of hardware. It's a big, ginormous puzzle here, but thankfully, Jean's working on his mower, but Thomas is pretty good at stuff like this. I'm pretty good as well. We should be able to make some decent progress. We want to make sure that, one, everything is on in the correct order, or else we're gonna put the quarter panel on and be like, oh crap, this has to come off because we missed one little bracket that goes underneath, yada yada.
Bro, it's insane. Bro.
So we're running into a lot of issues getting it together. So I just rough mocked up through it together.
Bro. What the fuck?
Oh. Is this not like the craziest 720?
This looks fucking good. It's like the perfect mix of black, carbon, and orange, dude.
It's insanity. It is insanity. Now, the biggest hurdle on getting the rear end put together is I was unable to until the exhaust was 100% buttoned up. Now, if you guys remember in the exhaust install video, this gorgeous system from Grail, I never wired in my valves. Now, when we start to put the quarter panels on, all the bracings, heat shielding, everything covers the exhaust, which then the quarter panels go on. So I just went through, finished wiring up all the valves, tied into the factory CAN bus system. Right back here, they have amazing diagrams that tell you how to do everything. I've never had a exhaust product, or really any product, that has colored photos every step of the way. So that made that process 1,000 times easier, but now it's time to test to see if the valves actually work. Now, I believe It works on all of the stock factory controls. Now, when we're in comfort and sport mode, the valves will be shut. And I believe once we go to track mode, the valves open. So let's go ahead, fire this up and see if it works. Now, normally I'm not one for being a valve guy, but this car is decently loud and I'm gonna be doing so much driving this car late nights and pulling into the neighborhood. I don't wanna be that much of a nuisance, so if I can get these valves to work, the neighbors will like me just a little bit more. Let's go ahead. The valves work, baby! First go. I don't know if you guys can hear how quiet it is right now, but let's go ahead, swap this over. That's insane! Okay, so it looks like it doesn't matter what mode it is in to do the valves. All we have to do is hit active. Active is gonna be our valve on and off, but also controls all of our aero, our manual, active powers, everything here. I'm just happy that worked first go. Okay, so that's all working now. So now we need to go ahead, get all of the wiring tucked up, make this look pretty again, and then we can get the whole rear end done. But before we do that, I think I'm gonna go ahead and start working on the door cards. Now, if you guys are in the market for an exhaust, not just for your supercar, but they make it for all types of cars, please make sure to check out Grail. They have been so amazing in supporting me, and they make some fantastic exhausts. I actually flew to Germany, built the exhaust that is on this car. Pretty cool memory, and we're gonna be seeing Grail very, very soon here. Actually, a couple times in the next couple months.
And as we continued assembling the car, I made another crucial mistake that ended up costing me more money.
Oh, I can't even make this up. Oh, I just shattered all of the glass. Had my headphones in, just tightening it down, and I tightened it too much. Let's look up how much this glass costs. Now, thankfully, it is not that expensive. $699, I believe that is for a used piece. Damn. All right, huge thank you to my boy James over at New Jersey McLaren. I just gave him a call, got everything ordered, new glass. I got a crazy deal, so I'm very happy. All of that should be showing up in the next few days.
And as we wait for the new parts, there's only one thing to do, and that's to keep on assembling. And we have Thomas here again over from Silver Star Automotive, working off the clock to help me get this car put together. Now, at the time you guys are watching this video, I have a little under 2 weeks to get this car road trip worthy for my trek all the way to Monterey, California for Car Week. And the only way to make sure I'm gonna hit my deadline is to tag team getting this car assembled. And yet again, we have Thomas here assisting around the clock to make sure we get it done.
Now, the joys of having every aspect of a car apart is the fun part of making sure everything is lined up perfectly, and the door and quarter panel are not. The quarter panel is sunk in on this section. We make our way down. It kind of stays like that the whole way, but this is like, it's horrifically bad. I need like a body guy to come over and get all of these gaps perfect for me, but the door is on. The door is on. And it looks pretty insane.
Now, mentioned earlier in the video, these doors are incredibly complex. Just the door skin itself is made up of 3 pieces, the mirror an additional 4 pieces, and a ton of sensors and brackets, which make putting it together very tricky if you don't do it in the right order. Another fun part is the tight areas that some of these connectors have to get into.
Now we're running into a slight issue here. In order to get the window in, we need to actually roll it down. It is in the upright position. There's no way to access the bolt holes to tighten down the window to the rolling frame. So what we need to do is connect this harness to the rest of the engine harness right over, or the body control harness right over here. Plug in our door card controls and cross our fingers that we're able to get the window to go down. And then we can unplug everything, get everything bolted back up. All right, we got the door card. Let's see if we can figure this out. Let's see. Come on. Okay. Oh. This button works. It's unlatching. Okay. I'm missing something then. Now, I don't know what's changed. I just been letting the car warm up, but it rolls down. Oh, there we go. Let's go ahead, make sure that it rolls up. The alignment's perfect. Once that is done, then we can start dressing up all of the interior stuff, get the door panel placed on, make it look pretty. Now, unfortunately, we do have to put this busted door card on. I have been struggling to find a orange 720 door card. So for the meantime, unfortunately, this is also unrepairable. This got to sit in the car as much as I hate it, but yet again, I'd rather have a door card than not a door card in. So if any of you guys have this spec 720 door card laying around, please let me know. All right, we have now run in to another dilemma. Now, I got a little too excited, assembled the doors prematurely. I had to take this door completely apart and it's held together with some blue tape. I need your opinion. The accent color, so this car used to be storm gray and storm gray accents for all this stuff like this, the door handle, the quarter panel, the vents. What do you think of this gray with the orange?
I think it looks totally fine and it looks like black. And in fact, it looks like black, but cooler than black. Straight up gloss.
I don't know if I like it. All right, here is a black piece from the door. I feel like that looks way better, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Ugh! I knew it. Okay. It's the small details, guys. I'm only rebuilding this car once. I don't want to tear it down apart, make the wrong mistake, but this black is... on camera, it's not doing it justice. This is it's a tri-coat. It's a gray with flake. This is just a flat gloss black. That looks incredible. This looks good. We have to do this. The nice thing is, as well, factory on the McLaren, the whole roof line, all of this stuff is gloss black, same color as this, same color I'd be painting this. So I think it would flow really well. I'd paint the quarter panel vents and the piece that goes here as well.
And while we wasted no time, cleared out the shop, grabbed all the parts, prepped it, now it's time to lay down.
And now, take a look at that. Absolute glass. The more I paint, the better I'm getting. But the coolest part, take a look. I got a little antsy and started throwing more pieces together. Take a look at the front end. The first time I've seen this car with a front end since we've started the whole rebuild, black was most definitely the move. This looks absolutely incredible. Here is our first test. I just wired up our door handle to see if this will actually unlock for me. Aw, man. That sucks. Gotta figure out why this isn't, why it's not opening. I figured it out. Earlier today, I was dealing with some airbags, so I disconnected my battery. I'm hoping it is still disconnected. All right. Now, let's see if this handle works. All right, moment of truth. Oh, let's go. All right, the door handle works. Now we can go ahead, get the mirror placed on, which I already went ahead and assembled, get that bolted in, connected, and then we can put together this door card. We're getting so close. By tomorrow, this video should be wrapped up. The car should be done. There's gonna be a few small things that we need to do that'll be addressed in the next video, like my new wheels, and then actually drive this car on the road, maybe go to some car meets, get some reactions. I don't think people are gonna know that this is my car when they see this driving around town, because it's just insane looking. I'm kind of speechless. The fact I own this car is kind of hitting right now. If you guys have rebuilt cars, you kind of know that when you're rebuilding it, whatever, it doesn't feel real until you start looking at it. Now I'm looking at the rear end, which is pretty much completely done. I do need to still paint the bottom side of the wing, but we're waiting on some parking sensors. That is why those aren't in here as well. But the more I'm looking at this car being complete, it's hitting so hard. This is the most gorgeous McLaren I've ever seen. I own it, and very soon we're gonna be making some crazy content with this. We gotta get the Honda back on the road. This is wild. It's finally hitting me that I own this. Oh, dreams do come true, but let's go ahead. Continue tackling this, getting as much buttoned up as possible, and get this video wrapped up and go from there. Now we just got all of the door wiring buttoned up. Now in the accident, the driver airbag did deploy. This is the only airbag that went off, thankfully, or else it would have got a lot more expensive on the interior. So in this box, I should hopefully have a brand new used one, and we got a smoking deal on this. Now here is how I save some money on some of my used parts. This is tagged as a 570S, which was half the cost of a 720 used airbag. But guess what? It is the same exact part number as a 720. So we saved over 50%. This is terrifying. Let's get this installed. But unfortunately, our driver's side speaker got hammered in the accident. The driver's side, passenger side are same exact part number. Since we are still waiting on the glass for that side, I put that good speaker on this side. We can get this door fully dressed up, order a new speaker off of eBay, and by the time this comes in, we should be able to get that door card in, the new glass put in, that door all wrapped up. We're so close. My first time seeing all the body panels on this car, it is slowly hitting me that, like, I own a McLaren now. We do still have some gapping we need to do, which we'll address in the next video, our first drive video. Really wanted to get that done in this video, but time frame does not quite work out for that. Oh my goodness. Now we have the girl already getting excited here. What did you just tell me?
It was a lie.
You want to drive it, I heard.
No, I was lying. I'm scared.
Why are you scared? It's just a car. It's been wrecked once already. It only took me 8 months to put it back together.
I got no money.
YouTube video coming soon. My girlfriend's gonna drive this car and do some pulls.
Be for real.
Little backstory, she does not like driving. I'm her little chauffeur. So if she drove this car, that's a big step forward. I'd been trying to get her to drive the Honda, but I blew it up too quick. So, and I don't think she didn't even want to sit passenger in that car. You want to go for a drive, Banksy? He loves it. And well, here we go, guys. I know I ended off the video with the car incomplete, but take a look at this. Now the gapping is almost good. 99% of it is spot on. It's just the hood that we have to work with. But the rest of the car is assembled. I'm still missing some glass. The quarter panel is fully done. All of the gapping is done. Everything is hard bolted on here. And it looks absolutely fantastic. Now it is now 5 a.m. of the day you guys are seeing this video. And like I mentioned earlier, it's now hitting me like crazy that I own this. I started driving this on the streets today. That is gonna be in the next YouTube video. Already started filming it. So content is gonna be coming out very, very quick now. I just wanted to apologize for the huge lapse of content. I spent 2 months doing all of the body work and paint work on this car to get it to where it is today in this video. And frankly, I don't think it's worth video posts when I'm sanding for literally like 40 hours straight. It's pretty boring. I wanted to just make one grand review of the car. Now, it's not, like mentioned, 100% there yet, but it is most definitely recognizable as a 720s, and that's what we're going for here. So the next video, the wheels are getting installed, and I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching this episode. Please make sure to hit the subscribe button. It's completely free. It helps me out tremendously. Drop a comment on what you guys think of the new look, minus the wheels. The black looks good. We have some new wheels coming. And keep notifications on because we're gonna have some crazy videos with this car. We're taking it down to Monterey Car Week. That in itself, that drive down there, all I'm gonna say is it's gonna be fun and hopefully nothing breaks and the car works good for us because everyone says McLaren reliability is not the best. I'm probably the best person to test reliability, so let's see how it goes.